Hello, I'm Dr. Audrey from the Chrissy B Show, and this week's Psychology Matters topic is depression and how we can support others. The first thing we need to do is recognise patterns. Patterns of behaviour can tell us a lot about what somebody's going through. For example, if an outgoing family member or child has been really excited and really happy, then suddenly changes, becomes very withdrawn, they take less care over their personal care, they are dressing differently, perhaps they're trying to hide, maybe they're speaking in all or nothing sentences. For example, everybody hates me, or all my friends think this or that. That can be indicative of them feeling that they're experiencing extremes of emotion. If you can recognise these patterns and keep a record, perhaps a journal, then there may be something for you to talk to that person about, or perhaps to seek help over. When it comes to seeking help for depression, the diagnosis is often you must be showing at least 3 to 5, it depends on what the classification requires, symptoms over a period of 6 months, usually affecting your daily life. And those things can't be attributed to any other cause. So, for example, apathy and being withdrawn may well be one of those symptoms, but it might be that you're feeling tired because your iron's low. So make sure that there aren't any physical causes or other illnesses that could be presenting in the way that depressive symptoms turn up as well. It's then up to you with regards to the treatment that you have. If you are prescribed pharmaceuticals, do think very carefully. Advise children, advise family members to think carefully. Some people, they really benefit from the regulation of their neural networks, the regulation of the physiological symptoms before talking therapy helps. But there are many options out there, and pharmaceuticals are just one of those. Do what works for you. If you're trying to support somebody, then the best thing you can do is be there for them. Ways that you can help if somebody opens up to you. First of all, realise that they may not want to open up to you, so it doesn't hurt to be able to signpost them to somebody or a website, for example, Childline or the Samaritans, that can help them. But if someone does talk to you, listen without judgment. One of the most important things is to hold their anxiety by validating what they say. If they say something such as, "Oh, I'm so unsuccessful, I'm so ugly," or things that are very negative about themselves, even if you do not see it, hold that thought for that moment. Say something like, "I'm sorry you feel that way," before you try and say to them, "Oh, that's not true, think of all the positives," because unless you validate them, they won't necessarily be able to trust you, because validation is one of the most important things. You have to show that they've been heard. The final things to talk about will be preventative measures. Some of these things can include not spending as much time on social media. Spend time in real life with people who energize you, with people you care about. Do things together as a family. Build up those positive experiences. Also, if you need to express yourself, perhaps keep a journal. Being reflective on how you feel, how you think, can also help you recognize patterns and recognize triggers. Other things are, remember that you need to think about your own physical well-being. If we aren't physically healthy, that can affect us mentally as well. So make sure you do all of those things that are good for your body. And remember, when it comes to depression, sadly, it is an illness, but it is not part of you. It is something that you can manage and even fight and win.